What's going on, Dolphins? It is your boy Dillon, and I am getting in one of my quick hit scouting report videos for you today. Obviously, I made my preview video earlier today for the Ravens game tomorrow, so check that out. But this is going to be one of my scouting report videos for the New York Giants, so let's jump right into it. They did get a win this past week over the Raiders, dropping the Raiders to 5-3 on the season. They improved to 3-6 on the season. It was a margin of 23-16 by a touchdown. And let's get into this. So the Giants, and it's funny though, because when you look at some of these statistics, you would think, oh, hey man, the Raiders probably should have won, huh? Well, obviously not always, and that's why you got to look at the full spectrum of things, because you got to make sure that you have all of the data, because context is important. There's a lot that goes into it. So the Giants had 247 total yards, allowing 403. They had 98 passing yards in the game. Only 98. That's pretty crazy, right? They gave up 286. They had 149 on the ground, giving up 117. They were 4.6 yards per play, giving up 6 yards per play. Each team lost a fumble, so they lost a fumble, they got a fumble. The Giants did not throw any interceptions, but they did get 2. The Giants did let up 3 sacks though, and only got 1 themselves. They were 50% on third down, only allowing 33% to the Raiders. They had the ball for 30 minutes and 11 seconds to the 29-49 of Vegas, and they had 4 penalties to the Raiders 6. So a few of these categories do lean in favor or of the Raiders. Not so much some of these yardage statistics to begin with, but some of the stuff later on, obviously. So again, full context, it's important. All right. Now let's take a look a little bit further. Daniel Jones was 15 of 20, 110 and a touchdown. Devontae Booker led the way, 21 rushes for 99 yards and a 4.7. Elijah Penny, 5 for 35 and a 7 average. Daniel Jones, 4 rushes, 17 yards and a 4.3. In the receiving game, Evan Ingram led the way, 3 of 3, 38 and a touchdown. Kenny Golladay, 2 of 3 for 28. Devontae Booker, 3 of 3 for 23. And Kyle Rudolph, 4 of 5 for 20. So, you know, look, the Giants are one of the teams that I still have as a win on the schedule. You know, as I've talked about recently, I've been pretty on point with my season prediction. If you go with my original prediction prior to training camp, I predicted we would be 2-7 to this point. The Giants game is one of the remaining games that I do have as a potential win. I hope that is the case. And, you know, there's going to be some opportunities against this team. Now, again, there are no gimmies, and the Dolphins have a lot of issues that they need to work out, but it's a game they definitely could and should win. All right, so adding a little bit more context, the Giants let Derek Carr go for 30 out of 46, 296, a touchdown with 2 interceptions. Josh Jacobs had 13 rushes, 76 yards, and a 5.8 average. Kenyon Drake, 4 rushes for 30 yards and a 7.5 average. Darren Waller led the way in receiving, 7 out of 11 for 92. Kenyon Drake, 6 of 8 for 70. Hunter Renfrow, 7 of 9 for 49 and a score. Alec Ingold, 3 of 3 for 28. Zay Jones, 1 of 4 for 20. Josh Jacobs, 4 of 4 for 19. Jalen Richard, 2 of 3 for 18. Yeah, and I mean, obviously, though, the Giants do have a slightly better record at 3-6, but they're not a particularly great team, and it's a team the Dolphins definitely should beat. Now, will they? I don't know. As of right now, with the remaining, you know, schedule that we do have, I do see this as a game the Dolphins could win and probably should win. But right now, I do see their ceiling at probably 6 wins on the remainder of the season. I think we could probably maybe win both those Jets games, Giants and Carolina. I think the rest of them are probably going to be losses at this point, so that would get us to the 6 wins that I had originally predicted. Hopefully we can win more than that, but I just don't see it at this point. I think 6 is probably our ceiling. It could be less, though, if we do end up losing to a team like the Giants at this point, or if we were to lose one of those games against the Jets, or if we were to lose to Carolina, whatever. Anyway, let's take a look at this, though. get into these statistics or these league standings, because when you look at this, they actually do fare a lot better than us in a lot of these categories. And so, you know, a little bit of room for concern when it does come to playing this team, and one reason why we, you know, think that maybe we actually end up with less than 6 wins after it's all said and done. So they're currently 18th in the league in overall total yards with 3,013. They're 21st in yards per game with 334.8. They're 9th in total passing with 2,290, 15th in per game average with 254.4. They're 22nd, though, in total rushing with 863, and 24th in per game average with 95.9. They're 22nd in points per game with 179, 20th after ties. They're 24th in per game average with 19.9, or 23rd after ties. Defensively, and, you know, some of these yards categories they're, you know, kind of in the back of the league. But when it comes to their third downs and it comes to their turnovers and stuff like that, sacks and passes defense, they're pretty damn good in all those categories. So some potential issues when it comes to the Giants defense matching up against the Dolphins offense. So we'll see how it plays out. But as of right now, they're currently 22nd in yards per game at 372.4. They're 16th in passing yards per game with 263.2, 22nd in rush yards per game at 122.6. They're currently 19th in points per game with 24 per game, and that's 16th after ties. Takeaways, they do have 14 on the season, which is good for 8th or 5th with ties. 9 interceptions, which is 10th or 5th with ties. 5 fumbles, 8th or 5th after ties. 19 sacks on the season, which is good for 16th or 7th with ties included. They have 45 passes defensed, which is currently 4th, but tied for 3rd. And then for third down defense, they're giving up only 38.1%, which is currently 10th in the league. So again, some potential troubles for the Dolphins, but this is a game that they should be able to win. You know, maybe it just ends up coming down to coaching, and if it comes down to coaching, well, the Giants will probably win. So but we'll see. Obviously, that doesn't come up until week 13, so we still got a few weeks until this game occurs, so we will see what happens when we get there. But for now, this is, let me add in a quick look. Of course, as always, the offensive and defensive league standings for the Dolphins as they are right now. And that is going to wrap up this video. Make sure you check out the Rave On Sports App, the new fan-driven sports app for all of your sports, whether it be NFL, MLB, you know, soccer, whatever it is. Check it out. It is a fan-based, fan-driven sports app that is looking to enhance your game day experience with live play-by-play coverage, live chats with other fans and content creators like myself. And with that, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you guys appreciate my perspective. If you do, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the bell if you want to get the alerts. Share my channel and videos with your friends and family. Leave your questions, comments, and concerns down in the comment section. And of course, as always, follow me on Twitter at DillonTartaro. And with that, I am out. I'll see y'all soon. Fins up.